Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, and Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Moses, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahia, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha. It's Yahweh Shah. So gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah, Korash. Double honor to the apostles and that of bishop, and that is a great minister, honorable well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing his truth and believing his truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world. Shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening, learning. Yifu Susu who are listening, learning. Coming as another lesson in true facts, faith, and edification. Another daily edification, Lord, will us be edifying. So I titled this lesson, They Want Your Brain, Jake. The so-called white man, the elites, is coming for Israelites' brains and heathens as well. But they want these Israelites. So this article I got from this guy, this is from LinkedIn, and the guy name is Antonio Grasso, and it's titled "The Remarkable Impact and Growing Concerns of Brain-Computer Interfaces." And it's a author, technologist, and self-sustainability advocate, shaping new narratives in the creative economy. This was published April 18, 2024. So he say, imagine a world where your thoughts could control things around you. No need for a keyboard, a mouse, or even a voice command. This scenario is not the stuff of science fiction. It's the promise of brain computer interfaces, BCI, a technology that is already transforming lives and may redefine human interaction with machines. Brain computer interfaces are the frontier of neurological technology, bridging the human brain to external devices. As their core, BCI capture electrical patterns to the brain, capture electrical patterns the brain produces, each as unique as a fingerprint, and translate them into commands that can operate software or hardware. It's a direct communication pathway between an enhanced or wired brain and an external device. Why is this important and why now? He say, we live in a world where the pace of technological advancement is relentless. Yet, among the breakthroughs, BCIs stand out for their potential to revolutionize how we interact with technology and understand the human brain. They hold the key to life-changing applications, particularly for individuals with mobility or neurological disorders, granting them new ways to engage with the world. It reads, as usual, I have prepared an infographic that lays the groundwork and illustrates the fundamental processes of brain-computer interfaces, from detecting brain activity to translating it into digital command. So you got right here brain-computer interface, technical challenge, or unmissable opportunity. Said brain-computer interface are cutting-edge systems linking brain activity directly to devices, promising revolutionary human-device interaction, but raising ethical concerns. Detecting brain activity. BCI detect change in brain activity using methods like EEG and fMRI, translating thoughts into digital commands. It's a interpretation and commands AI and machine learning interpret brain signals into commands, requiring training to recognize specific brain activity patterns. Applications from aiding those who mobility issues to control devices to new forms of gaming and art. BCI's applications are vast and varied. Challenges and technical considerations. It's a technical accuracy and technical issues, including data privacy and security, are significant concerns in BCI development. BCI, the frontier of human potential, merging thought with action. Let's embrace this amazing innovation while safeguarding our values. And it's a merging thought with action. And Klaus Schwab said, if you don't emerge with AI, you're going to be ousted. So reading on there say, Shalom to the occupant, I walk 20 in, you have about Shema Shah Rocket Thumb. So it say the significance of BCI is manifold. It extends beyond the individual, reaching into the very fabric of society and the future trajectory of human computer interaction. The potential and the challenge lie side by side as we marvel at the capacity to turn thought into action. We must also navigate the complex technical landscape that accompanies such intimate technology with thoughtful consideration and a careful balance of innovation and values. The road ahead for BCI could lead us to a new era of connectivity and understanding. It reads, in the upcoming section, we'll explore how BCI work, the current and future application and technical considerations they raise, all while keeping the conversation grounded in terms that we all can grasp. It reads, before going ahead, allow me to remind you that for those interested in a deeper exploration of these themes, my new book, Towards a Post-Digital Society, where digital evolution meets people's revolution, offers an extensive look at the intersection of technological progress and human-centric development. So he said the journey of the brain, computer interfaces from concept to reality. BCI originated, he said BCI originated from a simple yet revolution idea. The brain's electrical activity, the language of neurons, could be harnessed to communicate with machines. This seed of thought was planted as early as the 1920s with the advent of the EEG, which recorded the brain's electrical activity. Fast forwarding to the 1970s, when the first direct brain to computer communication was achieved, albeit in a primitive form. It reads, as the decades passed, each milestone in BCI technology marked an epoch of its own. In the 1990s, we saw BCIs that allowed users to move what's this source sensors. Hold on. Pronounce this word right. Bear with me. Let me get this on Google real quick. See what this is. I don't want to pronounce the word wrong.
Cursor.
Cursor. So it's a cursor. Okay, so it's a as the decades pass, each milestone in the BCI technology marked an epic of its own. In the 1990s, we saw BCI that allowed users to move what?
Cursor.
Cursors on screen with their thoughts, pioneering the way for more complex interactions. The 2000s brought advancement that enabled paralyzed patients to compose emails or operate prosthetic limbs using their neural signals. Each breakthrough brought us closer to the dream of fluid, intuitive brain machine symbiosis. Hold on. Symbiosis. Let me type this in. Bear with me for a second. What is this? SYMB. Oh. Boy, I tell you, eat all these damn words.
Symbiosis.
Symbiosis. So again, it's a symbiosis. So it's the 2000s brought advancement that enabled paralyzed patients to compose emails or operate prosthetic limbs using their neural signal. Each breakthrough brought us closer to a dream of fluid, intuitive brain machine symbiosis. Symbiosis. Today, the BCI field is a vibrant research and innovation tapestry. Neural implants have reached astonishing levels of sophistication, enabling richer communication and more precise control. Non invasive methods have also blossomed, making BCI more accessible. Salakia. Making BCI more accessible to a broader audience. Research terms across the globe are constantly pushing the boundaries, whether decoding speech directly from brain waves or integrating artificial intelligence to interpret the vast lexicon of the mind. With each passing day, the line between the human mind and the digital world grows even more blurred, and researchers unveil new layers of understanding and, in turn, new potential to enhance human life. The narrative of BCI is still being written, and its chapters are full of promise, challenges, and the unyielding quest for a deeper connection between our inner worlds and the external universe. How brain computer interface reads and minds. Two primary technologies are the top core of this fascinating ability to listen to the brain's whispers, EEG, and functional magnetic renaissance. Hold on. Resonant. No. I don't want to butcher the word. Let me get this. Damn it, Esau, these damn words, man. So let's see, RESONANCE.
Resonance.
Resonance. Okay, so in functional magnetic resonance, imagining it got EEG with its electrodes placed on the scalp, picks up on the electrical activity of the brain, capturing the waves of the neuronal conversation. On the other hand, fMRI tracks the flow of blood in the brain, offering insight into which regions are bustling with activity. There's a lot more. I ain't reading no more of this shit. So let me come back to me. I just want to show you this. I got a couple more articles because we are closer than ever to these bastards making this CHIP mandatory. So let me get this next article. There's enough reading on that. So these I saw today. Now this one say this is from let's see. Thought I had clicked on it. So this is a video from June 7th, 2024, but I ain't gonna play it. But just show you say companies are racing.
This is Nolan Arbol, the very first person.
As a matter of fact, might as well fucking play it. It say companies are racing to put a chip in your brain. Companies are racing to put a chip in your brain. So let's run this. Let's play this again.
Person to receive a Neuralink implant, playing chess using nothing but his mind to move pieces. It might sound like something out of a futuristic novel, but this is real life, and we're witnessing this amazing merger between the human brain and cutting-edge technology right in front of our eyes. However, developing this new technology isn't a walk in the park, and a handful of these companies that are pioneering this area are up against a mountain of challenges. If a product launched today, it would be like the original brain. Works, sure, clunky. The massive potential lies in what comes next. But in order to do this, these companies have to tap into the most complex organ in the human body, the brain. And right now, the priority is to establish a clean, uninterrupted flow of data from the brain to a computer. However, with the brain being so complex, we have to decode the massive amounts of brain data being gathered to get a clean flow. And that requires the help of some of the most sophisticated technology the world has ever known. This video is brought to you by Timeline Nutrition, but more on that a little later. You see, neurotechnology isn't something that just popped up recently. It's been in the academic phase for decades, but it wasn't until 2013 when the Brain Initiative pumped a ton of money into the industry to help ramp up development. Now, a little over 10 years later, we're seeing products on the verge of hitting the market.
Over the next decade, we're going to start to see commercial entities come in, move technologies from commercial prototypes into full commercial launch of consumer products.
And all that investment into research so far has led to major breakthroughs. Even given like this, when President Obama got to hope, and Nathan was able to fist bump back, but also feel the sensation. Now, these implants are pretty complicated to understand, so think about it this way. Picture your brain as a busy city where all the parts are talking to each other to make sure everything works smoothly. Now, imagine if some parts of the city stopped talking to each other, like if the traffic lights stopped working or the phone lines went down. That's where BCIs come in. It's like a super smart Bob the Builder that comes into the brain city to fix these communication problems. It's a tiny device ranging from the size of a penny to the size of a grain of rice. This chip then sends out signals that help different parts of the brain talk to each other better. For example, take Nathan fist bumping President Obama. Nathan had a car accident in 2004 that left him paralyzed from the chest down, but with the help of a BCI, the communication between the brain and the limbs can start to be restored and reconnected. Let's get back to the companies that are pioneering this field. Each is currently forging its own path into this new to categorize these companies, how the devices, aka how far into the brain it goes. But to really get a handle on where each company stands in the industry, you've got to look at the problems they're trying to solve. Regardless of how invasive the product is, the industry splits into two subcategories.
So we got 6 companies that's pushing the CHIP.
and main areas of focus: communication and therapeutic. This split is super important, and it'll make more sense as we dive deeper. So on the communication side, you've got the big names that you often hear about, like Neuralink and BlackRock Neurotech. These companies are working on translating brain activity into movement or speech. They're all about helping the brain communicate in some way, whether it's turning thoughts into mouse clicks or helping a hand move again. Then you have the therapeutic side. You have companies like Motif or Synchron that are focused on writing information into the brain to treat neurological disorders like epilepsy or Alzheimer's. These two are totally different approaches, but both are groundbreaking in their potential medical applications. So how are we using brain implants right now?
We implanted a BlackRock Neurotech Neuroport or Utah array into the M1 motor cortex area of my brain.
I was lucky enough to speak with a pickup on when Ian was thinking about moving his individual fingers or his whole hand and wrist. That information was then fed into electronic stimulators that would allow him to move his hand and fingers again.
And we were able to.
The iceberg for BCIs. Their potential stretches far, far beyond that. Imagine being able to restore motor functions into spoken words or text. And that's just on the communication side. There's a whole other Pandora's box to be opened. We're talking about using this to combat depression, PTSD, epilepsy, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, chronic pain, and even ADHD. However, before these technologies can reach the market and the people who need them most, companies still need to address several critical concerns and overcome significant obstacles, like the regulation process through the FDA.
They will be the first to admit that they are understaffed and do not yet have the expertise, especially on the brain-computer interface side, to be regulating these in a way that is at least efficient. This process also just takes a long time because the FDA, for most medical devices that they'll evaluate, is they try to find a similar analog. What can we compare this to?
And one of the first places the FDA turned to were pacemakers, which, for context, were invented around the 1960s. However, because BCIs have such mass potential, the FDA needed a way to quickly bring this technology to people who needed it most. And as a result, they created what's known as a breakthrough device designation. The idea is to speed up these innovations to get them to patients who need them by giving these devices priority attention from regulators.
ALS is extraordinarily debilitating. And so because they are in such a dire state, the FDA will fast track devices that are being built for those individuals and lessen a lot of the regulatory hurdles that they have to go through.
However, this expedited pathway is not a magic bullet. The reality is the FDA's capacity can sometimes stretch thin while trying to make sure this new tech is both safe and effective. Another major hurdle, and what this really boils down to, is who's going to pay for these devices if they do become available?
It's not a life-sustaining device, it's a life-improving device. How much does insurance really care if I'm able to move my fingers on my right hand like I was able to with the research study versus not being able to?
And because these are medical devices, insurance should cover the majority of the cost. But for insurance companies, the question will be, what's the cost to them?
And that is something that we don't know the answer to. We know the cost to the system for people who have treatment-resistant depression over the course of a patient's lifetime, over $2 million. So I think there's plenty of room to commercialize with sufficient margins to support the product development.
However, there does seem to be a path forward, one that could break this industry into the mainstream. And it's the reason why these companies are distinguishing their BCIs into the therapeutic and communication categories.
I think the path to market is a little bit easier on the therapeutic side. We are already treating people for conditions like mental health using other technologies, similar technologies, and it may not necessarily be implanted.
Now, we still haven't gotten to the one technological aspect of these brain chips that will be game-changing. AI. Yes, AI. I know, but this could change the course of human evolution.
What we're going to find is that as we understand how the brain is behaving in response to therapies, we're going to be able to stimulate brain activity in even more effective ways. So your medicine is going to get better over time. The more you use it and the more other people use it.
Remember when I mentioned the industry's current goal is to ensue a smooth, continuous stream of data from the brain to a computer? Well, AI is essentially the middleman here. Sure, we have the technology to capture brain activity, but it's the language models that make sense of the data. And believe me, we're not just talking about a trickle of information. We're dealing with an overwhelming Noah's Ark level flood of data that needs to be decoded constantly. But the other thing the brain does that most people don't know is that it's constantly updating its algorithm. So the algorithm to move your right hand might stay the same for a few days, but then your brain tweaks it a bit. And this is where AI comes into play. It can help adjust your device to match the new algorithm to continue communicating with your right hand. So for companies to get to market, it'll be more of a twofold effect. Therapeutic side followed by the communication side. But the question is, how much room is there for all these companies once the market is achieved?
I see this industry more on the trajectory of pharmaceuticals. You have major players, multi-billion-dollar companies, but they specialize in particular therapeutic areas. I see the same thing happening in neurotechnology. You can imagine a whole ecosystem of therapeutic BCI and neurotechnology companies emerge.
Okay, so I gotta ask, outside of medical benefits, what other wild use cases have you seen or heard of that we could see BCIs used for in the future?
There was some research that was piloted to see if someone could control an F-22 fighter jet simulator, and that was quite successful. I know that there's also been cognitive enhancement devices that the military has been working on to help soldiers react faster on a battlefield and also be calmer.
Use neurotechnology to kind of write into my peripheral nervous system and my muscles a golf swing. You take a step kind of further, I've seen people control multiple devices at the same time. In the memory domain, person A form and recalls a memory. Person B uses a neurotechnology that has kind of the memory from person A. They can recall the thing
devices can fix, but I can download Tiger Woods' golf swing directly into my muscle memory or pilot an F-22 with just my thoughts. I genuinely believe that BCIs will alter the course of humanity. Yes, there are darker sides to this technology, and the ethical concerns are huge. However, the possibilities BCIs offer are nothing short of amazing, enabling us to push the boundaries of what's humanly possible. We're in for a pretty wild ride. So as cool as brain-computer interfaces are, it's not something everyone can get their hands on right now, but something everyone can is MitoPure. You see, aging starts earlier than you might think.
All right, so I got 2 more articles here. And this one is called basically like the first article I read. It said brain-computer interfaces are becoming immensely one of the boldest emerging science is the field of brain-computer interfaces. Broadly speaking, BCIs are essentially tools by which brain signals and thoughts can be relayed into tangible outputs. It's a tangible outputs independent of a person's native muscular function. The most cited use case for this technology is often as a means to restore and provide function to patients that have neuromuscular disorders such as cerebral palsy, or have been afflicted by paralyzing such as stroke. In theory, by using a BCI, these patients may be able to effectuate tangible actions through the devices solely through thought. That is by relaying a brain signal to a. Oh, I got one more here. In all these countries, because for the MOT, before the MOTB be made mandatory, this digital system got to be set up everywhere. Because the digital system is a prelude to the micro C hill. Come on now, start acting up now. Computer want to start acting funny. And this got this last little article. Just all right, so like your computer, man. So this last article is about Russia and their digital payment system. Let's get this real quick. My computer want to act funny now. Okay, so this is it says hold on here, bear with me. Hold on. Bear with me, bear with me. Oh man. Damn computer, man. All right. Man, what the hell is going on? Bear with me, Salakia. Salakia. Esau be playing, man. That niggas play too much. All right, let me pull it back up again. These bastards play too much, man. Okay, so this is from I forgot the site. XRP in the spotlight as Russia confirms new BRICS payment system. Russia President Vladimir Putin has confirmed the plans to launch a payment system for BRICS with XRP in consideration as a currency. So I just want to show this article. According to a research paper first spotted by XRP enthusiast Amelia, Russian President Vladimir Putin has confirmed that the bloc is finally moving forward with its alternative currency plan. From the report, there are indications the bloc would explore the use of Ripple associated XRP for cross-border settlements. So just want to show that because the foundation for the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, is the digital, everything being digital payments, digital currency is the prelude to the MOTB. So I just want to show that. And I'm gonna read this precept, and that's gonna be that. And Argentina went digital, so ain't no more cash. China digital, so ain't no more cash. Ain't no more cash. And America is gonna be last. The Lord is saving the best for last. So I just want to get this one precept in Revelation. Then I'm gonna close. Come on, goddammit. So in Revelation, these devils with their miracles, man. These devils with their damn miracles. So Revelations 13. Come on, I had right. So Revelations 13 and verse 14, it reads, nope, gotta go up. Yep, okay, so it reads, first let's go up to 13. It reads, talking about this dragon, right? And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And that fire is talking about when America dropped Fat Man and Little Boy on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And they dropped bombs in Bosnia and Yugoslavia. And NATO was set up to dismantle the old Soviet Union. And when you watch these documentaries about these World War II, they was dropping these bombs from these B-29 planes. It said he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven. That's the bombs on earth in the sight of men, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Right? He deceived the world. And these miracles also was the guy was mentioning Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, ADHD, paraplegic, quadriplegics, all these different ailments, these different diseases would appear to be miracles through their technology, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast is the system. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And Klaus Schwab said, if you don't merge the AI, basically you're gonna be killed. But one of the definitions for this word killed is to be omitted, to be ousted, like in the movie Demolition Man. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man may bow, say he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, which the name is the Edomites, or the number of his name, which the number is the UPC, the Universal Product Code, which the 666 is inside those barcodes, man, in that UPC code. So I just want to make that point, man. I had them articles. So we're getting close to watching this fully develop. And the Lord has sped time up, man. Everything is moving faster. Yahweh Shah said in Matthew 24, if he didn't speed the time up, it'll be no flesh, it'll be saved. So the Lord has sped the time up. And brother, who is this? Karatazar Abad. You spell Akim wrong. So it's AHCHYAM. You got Akim. Anyway, just want to make the point that they are working. It said they are working. What? We'll say. It said companies are racing. Companies are racing to put a chip in your brain. They racing, which is beautiful. Amazing. So Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishop and elders of Great Millstone, who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth with four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the Outwath who are listening, learning. You few sisters who are listening, throughout tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shaka continue to bless you in your house and may the blessing of election be upon your house. Let me read it, brother precept. Yep. Son of Yahweh, Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see, this, everybody's gonna be tried with this. And they was talking about insurance companies gonna make it affordable, man, for everybody to get it. They showed you in the movie The First Purge when they was giving them money to take the Sea Hill, but then they was like they'll give them more if they take action and be a part of the purge, but just for them to they was paying them. They had to take the Sea Hill in the movie First Purge. They had to take the Sea Hill and they was giving them $5,000. It's all gonna be affordable for everybody to get it, man. So until next time, I say Shalom. While tuning in, may Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Orlando Camp. Again, till next time, Shalom.